the Wind Temple, attempt number 1. This, as I stated before, is not an easy temple. Yeah, I've had a lot of trouble with this as a kid, and with 3 hearts, it is much more evil. Some pea-hats. It will be like the end of May. And here's where the boomerang comes in handy. You can just go like that. You see, the stupid, like, the pits, they screw me over so much. And you can just use the boomerang, and it's a lot easier to do it like that. I love killing things by, like, knocking them off the edge on a hit that would normally kill them. Anyway, so you just gotta clone yourself right here, and pushity, to use my quote, this big old fart knocker. It's a big old thing. And those things right there are Satan bombs. Well, not really, but why wouldn't you call them that? That's a great name for bombs. Just Satan bombs. They look evil. That's my grounds for calling them that. This room. Yeah, this is like the first of the many chain link sections. There's a lot of these in this temple. I just noticed that this game audio is not very loud at all. Okay, that should be better. But this music is choosing to be very quiet. The sound effects are alright, but the music is choosing to be pretty quiet right now. And here, you're supposed to like set a bomb there, I think. It works for me, so yeah. And then I'm going to get out my boomerang here because we have crap. Yeah. I like to stun them. You don't have to. You can get 2 in 1 sweep that way if you're quick. It's still somewhat difficult. And if that wasn't enough, there's 6 of them now. And I'm about to die. Luckily, I've got 2 fairies. I didn't plan on using one this early. Gosh. I didn't think I was that bad at this temple. But I am. And I still get hit. Oh! Sneak attack! I don't even have to move to get it, I just have to turn around. And already we get the Rock's Cape! This will allow you to jump. Fun fact, this item was only in 2 games, or 2 Zelda games. This is one of them, obviously. The other is Oracle of Seasons. You get it in the 7th dungeon, which is like the Royal Crypt or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it's called, because I've only played through the game once. And, well, I couldn't even remember that this was called the Palace of Winds. I thought it was called the Temple of Winds, so yeah, I don't have that great memory when it comes to trivial details such as level names. And here, I'm assuming that it's, like, somehow possible to just, I'm sure it's possible to just, I'm just gonna hit, I don't want to re-equip myself. You can just fight them like this. It's a little more dangerous, but, see? Yeah, you can just fight them by, like, pushing them into holes. It's probably more difficult that way, but it's quicker, and, you know, challenge condition. Crap. Is that what this hole's for? Also, when these fans are blowing you away, if you jump out of the hole right, like, to the right when it, like, while it's blowing against you, you will just barely not make it. And you can just bounce it up. These things, they're in Super Mario Sunshine. I don't know if they're in any other Zelda games. You jump and you go down, and that is obviously a trap. See, and I noticed that on my first attempt. This wasn't something I just noticed on my just now attempt. Crap, almost didn't make that. So it's not been that bad so far. I died, but it's just because I was fighting I was trying to rush through the Wiz Robes. It'll get worse, trust me. And it's gonna take a while too. Come on, just let me. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to have to wait for that thing. You gotta be really quick here to get this in one cycle. Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta push this block right here. Crap. You gotta be decent. You gotta be a decent player also. Seriously now. Come on, hurry up. You have to save as much time as possible though, because I was being quick there and I still didn't have that much extra time. Yeah, it's kind of disorienting, to be honest. But that's how it always is with these things. So just go away. No one wants you here. Not even your mother did. Your mother didn't want you brought into this world. You were a mistake. You hear that, crows? You're a mistake. And of course I fall. And of course they respawn. I should cut that out. Not a very good attempt. This probably won't be the attempt that I make it. I did like 3 attempts of the practice attempts, and I only made 1 of them, so that should give you an idea. You can just fall off so easily, and the enemies are not the easiest things in the world to deal with. These moving platforms aren't so bad. You just have to be somewhat quick. And here's our first instance of going Minish in this temple, because you haven't really done that in this temple. Of course, there's some dungeons where the whole temple is Minish, but yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and re-equip the Rocks Cape, because I need it. It's most useful here. And I screwed this up. Crap, yeah, I knew I was going to screw that up. Gosh, I really should have, like, gone around the other way, like, up here. And immediately get it with the spin attack. Warp through that, and you got a pot puzzle. Now, I failed this pot puzzle so many times on my first attempt, like 8. Like 8 times I failed on it. And then I learned you gotta try to go, like, from under, but I screwed it up. So, to reset it, you gotta go all the way up here. And then you gotta go back down. I'm gonna try not to screw it up too much, but there's not much you can do. Alright, I'm getting it here. So, you gotta, like, push these down, and then push these up, and then you'll get through. It's annoying, but it's doable. And it's not that bad. Better safe than sorry. I don't want to die again. I only have 1 fairy left, and the hardest is yet to come. The hardest part of the dungeon is actually the last part, but the last part's actually a lot longer than I remembered. I remembered it being like 2 seconds, and it's like 10 times that. Not really 10, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, yeah. And it is possible to go through that door without getting the key, but you gotta be closer. You'd have to, like, equip the arrows or something. And it wouldn't be a segment if I didn't do that. Okay, I'm just gonna jump. Teleport, Mario. I don't know why it reminded me of that, but it just did. And by the way, we're not even halfway through the dungeon. Probably maybe a third of the way. Maybe. This is still a long temple. I love it when that happens. Just send a moblin down like hundreds of feet. I have this fear of falling indefinitely for some reason. Because that totally happens in real life. This jump is kind of the bane of my existence. Well, really, I did it properly that time. Last time I was trying to, like, edge my way over to the very edge of that before jumping so I could, like, get all the way over in just one jump and fall. Here, you gotta ride the current. Riding the current is pretty cool. You only have to do it a couple times. You'd think they'd utilize it more with all the fans they got going here. And that's another example of modern technology without even lights. Like, they had all this cool technology and they didn't even have lights. What the heck? This is possible. See? I've proved all of you haters wrong. I got that heart piece down there in a test attempt. Like, I was just going too fast. I was like running up there at super speed, and I got it on accident. I don't plan on doing that in this attempt, but it's not the end of the world if I do. And jump. Yes, you can make that with a lot of leeway. I'm just sort of doing some jumping acrobatics for you. And that time you actually have to jump up from the top cloud. You can't just like show up there and be on the next floor. Oh, I wanted to like get this one. I will get it like that. Yay. And of course it doesn't yield a heart. Oh, no. I don't think the boomerang actually hurts these guys, but we can try it. We can at least try it. Come closer. Come closer. There's two of them, so it's really annoying to hit them. What the heck? I still couldn't even tell if it would work. Yeah, it didn't work. This fight's gonna take a while. We're actually kind of blowing through this dungeon. I was almost certain that it would take longer. This is working out pretty well. Yes! Let me see if I can get the other guy to do it too. Yes! And 200 rupees. Just here for you. And let's see if we can get this half the dungeon done in this segment. And our beloved rupee. Or fairy. I don't know why I said rupee. Oh wait, I've already got the boomerang equipped. I'm just going to use this one to heal. And this one for fairy. And bottle. You got a fairy, but more importantly, you got an empty bottle. Behind that door is the boss key. Not the boss, not the boss, the boss key. So let's just do this. Yeah, I love it when you can't even see the, like, cloning sprite because it flickers so much. And then, by the way, this thing never stops. This fan never stops blowing. Forgot about these guys. I also forgot about the whiz robes, but I can at least, you know, kill those with somewhat with ease now that I have this, because I have the sword beams. I don't have the sword beams anymore. Button mashing. Okay. Now I have the sword beams again. I really should have gotten that, like, sword beam, like, when you don't have very much health technique. Okay, I'm gonna risk this all. But he's just gonna fall off the ledge, but it's not worth it. It's not even saving that much time. It looks like we'll have just barely enough time to get the boss here. Or to get the boss key. Come on. Okay, then I'm just gonna have to do this. And the boss key, and I should have just enough time for this next part. Boss already? I thought you said this was going to take more than 2 segments, when it's only going to take 1. There's the boss arena, right? There's nothing here. Yes, it's a Dark Knight. So come on, I should be able to do this. Yes! That is exactly what I was trying to do. Yep. There's still more. Because as you've noticed, possibly, we still haven't even gotten the map or the compass. So, and there's still, if I had the compass I could show you, there's a lot more treasure, and I've gotten everything we can get so far. So anyway, I'm just going to end this segment on a high note that I made it through. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.